Speaking over the emotive issue of water sharing between Bangladesh and India, Sandeep Waslekar, president of Strategic Foresight Group, said that talks between the two nations on the water sharing issues are moving on a positive track.
India-Bangladesh water relations are actually on a much more positive track than what the rhetoric indicates. There is an in-principle agreement between India and Bangladesh on how to manage the Tista River Basin. There is an agreement in place on the Ganges River. Bangladeshis have a certain perception of how much share of the Tista River flow they should have, and the central government in India has a certain perception, and the state government of West Bengal has a certain perception. And so there is a disagreement on the numbers. But there are not any big fundamental disagreements. 1200 billion cubic meters which goes from India to Bangladesh, 85% is through Ganga and Brahmaputra and their tributaries. So there is only 15% water that is from that goes to the remaining 52 rivers. Okay. Now Tista is one of them, and it is one of the larger ones of the remaining 52. But still those 52 account for only 15% of the total water. That is the concern of the West Bengal government also, that if they allow more water to flow to Bangladesh, then they are concerned as to what will happen in the lean season, which is mostly the period from November to February.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee is of the view that the sharing of Tista water would be against the interest of West Bengal farmers and people. Supporting Mamta on this, Waslekar said that North Bengal doesn't have too many water resources. Even though legally the state government cannot challenge an international treaty, but from human and political point of view, the needs of the people of North Bengal must be taken into consideration.
See, there are two aspects. One is the legal aspect. Now, purely from a legal point of view, the central government can enter into a treaty with Bangladesh, and no state will be able to challenge it legally. Okay. Or if they challenge it, they will lose the case very easily. Okay. Also, the other aspect of the legal dimension is that the central government's position is based on very sound international principles, which is to allow the technical environmental flow of the river, and therefore it will stand internationally. But whereas if the state government makes an argument that you don't allow the environmental flow to continue, India will lose every case in international any international court. The issue is that both in North Bengal and in the northwest districts of Bangladesh, where Tista flows, most of the population is depending on agriculture. And so therefore the population, the population of the northern districts of West Bengal and the northwestern districts of Bangladesh, they both need the water, and they both need the water in the lean period. Also, both the geographies are in the process of getting industrialized. Mamta Banerjee has made big plans for industrialization of northern Bengal, and in fact build a corridor from the south of the West Bengal to the north of the West Bengal. If they want to get it sealed soon, they have to follow a two-track approach. Number one, go and sign the agreement. I will not get into the details of which agreement is the ideal, but I would say the agreement has to respect the principle of environmental flow. That's all I would say. Precise numbers, the two governments are capable of negotiating. They don't need an advice from a third party like me. But at the same time, I think the central government should seriously consider taking into consideration, Mamta Banerjee's some of the concerns and the issues that affect the local people, to see how they can augment and conserve the water resources in the northern districts of Bengal, and if they can make some plan for that, if they can develop a package for that.
Speaking over the Tipaimukh Hydel project, which has also been a bone of contention between the two countries, Waslekar said that the role of the ruling governments of both the countries has been very constructive. It's the opposition party in Bangladesh which has been very rational regarding the project.